Alrighty folks, here we are in another in our series of training videos to try to help you along in your endeavor to become more proficient in the art of radio broadcasting here at Access Sacramento. So we are in studio number 2 at this point, and the object of this video is to teach you how to power up the studio and get yourself airworthy. A lot of this kind of stuff you should already know, but if you're a first-time user to the radio studio, then you're going to be all good to go as soon as you watch this video. So here we are. We are in the studio, and when you first come into it, I've given us some more light so that we can see what we're doing. But generally, the studio may be not very well lit, so you'll have to get some extra light. And the way that you do that is you just plug it in right over here, and it's all good. Just plugs right in. You've got extra power if you need it right there behind the talent support workstation. So that's the deal. Alright, the next thing is we want to take a look, first of all, making sure that everything is good with the radio station, and it is. If it isn't, then you call somebody and get some help. Alright, at this point I'm going to show you how to power up the board. There's a switch that's directly underneath this position on the board, and we'll go underneath and see if we can't look at it. So we're looking underneath the counter here, and all we're really trying to show you is this section right over here. It's a power strip right underneath the counter, so if you go up to the counter and you feel, you're going to find a rocker switch that's right here, and all you got to do is flick it on, and you'll see that it's going over to the left position. You flick it on, and it takes a little while for things to power up, but then eventually you will see that everything powers up. Yay. Alright, so the speakers are powered up and everything's cool that way, and so we're good. So when you flick that power switch, not the one that's going like this, because that's for other stuff, and that power strip plugs into the one that was going this way. So right underneath the counter, you're going to flick that switch, and it's going to turn on the power to everything, and then you'll be good to go. So alright, so getting back onto the track here, the board's powered up. So let's go take a look at what we need to set here to make sure everything's cool. You should find the board all normaled out, all the volumes down, and everything like that. That should be the condition that the board is in when it's left, and also when the new producer comes in to use it for that day. So the only people that need to power up the studio are the first people of the day and the last people of the day. Everybody else doesn't have to worry about that. So now we're going to go over here to the monitor section, and you'll see that there is nothing set. So you can see that we're going to have to set the program monitoring switch, and normally in the production studio you'd use program right here, but because we're live on the air, we're going to go up here and use the top one. So this is air, and that's what you want to set for the speakers. Okay, so the main speakers right here are listening to air. Okay, alright, so at this point now you just got to power up the monitor so we can see the automation. Okay, so that's in good shape. And if you need to get any of your materials ready to go, you test in Audition. Okay, so what we are going to do here is, at this point, like I showed you guys in the previous video for the Studio One pre-production procedure, you can do the same thing in this studio, but you use Audition instead. So you're going to take, for example, if you want to use one of the CD players, we'll go over here and see what we've got. Turntable 2, CD number 1. Okay, we're going to take it out of program and put it in Audition. And then we're going to switch the monitor over here to Audition, and then you can do all your other work. You can set your headphones and the cue speaker and all that stuff. And then once you're done with that, you switch it back over here to air. And then make sure you take that channel and put it back up into program, so you can leave it the way it was there. Okay, so that's how you basically get the board ready to go. Now mic number 2. Some people have had questions with how to set things, but basically we'll go through the channel assignments again. Channel 1's the main mic. Channel 2 is your talent mic right there. Channel 3 and 4 is the turntables. Channels 5, 6, and 7 are the CD players. Channel 8 is the TSW, which is Talent Support Workstation, and that's that computer over here. And channel 9 is the auxiliary input, and that's from the hybrid. I mean, not the hybrid, but the multi-port over there, the Henry multi-port, and you use that for external stuff. And let's see, and then channel 10 is well, actually, what am I saying? Let's make sure we're doing this right. 1 and 2. Channel 1, main mic. Channel 2, secondary mic. Channel 3 and 4, turntables 1 and 2. Channel 5, 6, and 7 is the CD players 1, 2, and 3. Channel 8 is the Talent Support Workstation. Channel 9 is the sub mixer. No, it's the auxiliary input. I goofed. So channel 8 is Talent Support Workstation. Channel 9 is the auxiliary input. Channel 10 is the sub mixer, and the sub mixer, as we know, is right here. So and of course, and all the way over here, channel 13 is the telephone hybrid if you're going to do phone patches. So that's pretty much the deal. Okay, so at this point, let's take a look. We have powered up the studio. We have powered up the monitor so you can see the automation. You can do all your pre-production tests in Audition, but once you do that, switch everything back over to program, and if you set the air monitor to listen to air, then you're in good shape. And that should be it. The question is, at this point, is there something going on the radio station?
Education. Like many,
and there is. So we're always happy when the automation is playing and everything like that. Now, if you're taking over from a live person, the transition is going to be a lot easier, and you don't have to worry about whether the studio is going to work, because they will tell you if something's wrong. And since they are using the equipment already, you can pretty much assume that that it's working. So that's the deal. And I think that just about covers it. If you have any questions or comments, see me. So hopefully that helps you guys out, everybody.